Welcome to day one of Live on Purpose. Today is the very first day of the rest of your life. So, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you have already downloaded the PDF copy of this course, which is Live on Purpose, and make sure you have downloaded the PDF copy of this book here, 365 Days of Mindfulness, Your Daily Affirmation. So, if you want to get this book just the way you see it in my hand, this is the paperback. It also comes in hard copy. But if you want to get it in the book form, then you can go online to Amazon, put in my name, Alayla Carroll, and all my books will pop up, except for the one that I made for my son. I put that one in my maiden name, Alayla Cabot. But anyways, so you will see the books there, and you can purchase a copy of those books. But in the meantime, until those books show up, just get the PDF copy that I sent to you to your email, and make sure you download those as well. If you haven't gotten it, then send me an email to remind me that I need to send you the PDF copy, and I will make sure that I send you the PDF copy of both books. And I'm going to let you know, to get through this course, you're going to need the books, because that's going to help you to guide you through every step of the way of what you're going to be doing and how you're going to do it. But let's just go ahead and get right on into today's course. Today is day one, and I am so excited to have you here. That means that you are so intuitive within yourself, and you know that you want to make some changes. You also know that you want to live on purpose. You don't want to just exist in this world. You want to live in this world, and you want to live the right way by living in what God has designed you to be here for. And that's what we're here for. What you're going to need for this week, week one, you're going to need a notebook. So you should have already gotten all 5 of your notebooks. One of your notebooks, you're going to take the book and you're going to write on the cover of the book, and you're going to write week one, understanding conformity and renewal. That's what you're going to write on the cover. And that's going to be your notebook that you're going to use for week one. So every week is going to have its own notebook. That is to keep you organized. They don't want you to be disorganized. The good part about being a leader, every leader is organized. You don't have too many leaders that have things all over the place and don't know where to find things. They have everything in place, and they know exactly where to go to get what they need when they need it. So that's what we're going to make sure that you are doing, that you are very organized and keep yourself that way. So day one, in today's assignment, you would need to be open-minded. So what you're going to need to do is to get your mind to think. You're going to be thinking today. That's what today's assignment is going to be about. It's just get you to start thinking about the things that you never thought about before, and where you fit in this equation. So we're going to talk about conformity. What is conformity? Conformity refers to the tendency of individuals to adjust their attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors to align with those of a majority, that's the word, majority group, or with social norm, expectations, and standards. It involves changing one's thoughts, opinions, or actions in response to perceived pressure from others, even if that pressure is implicit or explicit. There are several types of conformity. So which one of these are you? 1, 2, or 3? So where do you find yourself in this category? Number 1 is compliance. This occurs when individuals outwardly conform to social norms or group expectations without necessarily changing their eternal beliefs or attitudes. Compliance often stems from a desire to fit in, gain approval, or avoid conflicts. Or maybe you're number two. Number two is identification. In this form of conformity, individuals adapt to attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors of a particular group or social identity to establish a sense of belonging or affirmity. They may temporarily conform to the group's norms while in the presence of that group. Or maybe you're number three. Number three is internalization. Internalization occurs when individuals genuinely accept and integrate the beliefs, values, and norms of a group or society into their own identity. In this case, conformity becomes a reflection of personal conviction rather than mere social pressure. Conformity can be influenced by a variety of factors, including the size and unanimity of the majority group, the presence of dissenting voices, cultural norms, situational factors, and individual differences in personality and self-esteem. While conformity can serve adaptive functions by social coercion or and cooperation, it can also have a negative consequence such as stifling your creativity, suppressing dissent, and perpetuating, gotta say it right, perpetuating unjust social norm. Additionally, excess conformity may lead to a loss of individual autonomy and authenticity. Thus, understanding the dynamics of conformity is essential for navigating social interaction and promoting healthy individual and collective well-being. So, which one of those are you? Are you number one, number two, or number three? Are you the compliance? You the person that comply with whatever's going on in the moment so you can avoid conflict? You don't want to disappoint anybody, or for you can gain approval from somebody? Or are you the identification, the person who want to fit in, you want to belong, you want to feel like you're a part of the group? Or are you the one that is eternalization? You internalize what other people have going on and you conform to that person or those people identity, and you don't have your own. So you just live off of what other people is doing around you. Which one of those are you? And maybe you're none of them. And if you're not, that is awesome. But if you are one of those three, here's a way that you can resist being that way. So I'm going to name out 10 ways that you can resist being a part of the social norm, and that you can find yourself fighting against being conformed to the ways of other people and what they say is normal to do. You got to remember, you're going to be a leader. So every leader must have their own way of leading, and lead in the right way, and you lead by example. So when resisting conformity, it can be a challenging but rewarding endeavor that allows you to maintain an authenticity, autonomy, and independence of thought. Here are several strategies you can employ to resist conformity. Number one, develop self-awareness. Cultivate self-awareness by reflecting on your values, beliefs, and motivations. Understanding what truly matters to you and why they matter. So you can recognize when external pressures are tempting you to conform against your own principles. Number two, question assumptions. Challenge assumptions and norms that you encounter in social and within groups. Ask critical questions and seek evidence or reasoning behind. You want to seek reasoning behind the expectations or group's norms rather than blindly accepting them. Number three, strengthen individuality. Embrace your individuality and your uniqueness. Remember, no two people are alike. Celebrate your differences and recognize that diversity of thought and expression enriches society. Avoid comparing yourself to others and resist the pressure to conform to unrealistic standards. Number four, cultivate confidence. You want to cultivate confidence, okay? Build self-confidence and self-esteem to withstand social pressure. Trust in your own judgment and abilities, and be willing to assert your opinions and beliefs even in the face of opposition. Number five, seek diverse perspective. Expose yourself to diverse perspective, culture, and ideas. Engage with individuals who hold different viewpoints and learn from their experiences. This broadens your understanding and helps you resist the influence of narrow-minded conformity. Number six, practice critical thinking. Develop critical thinking skills to evaluate information, arguments, and social norm critically. Analyze the value and implication. You want to analyze the implication of different viewpoints and be willing to challenge or revise your own beliefs based on evidence and reasoning. So that's something right there that a lot of people don't like to do. They don't want to revise their own beliefs based on evidence that they are finding out. They just want to keep what they believe the way they believe it because it's what they believe. And that is very hard when you are trying to make changes in your life and you want to grow and expand. So please be real mindful of that and keep yourself knowing that every day is different. You're going to find something new and you don't know it all. That's a lot of things in this life you just don't know. So be willing to learn something new, okay? And even to change some things about the thoughts that you have. Number seven, Find supportive communities. Surround yourself with supportive communities and individuals who respect and encourage your authenticity. Seek out environments where diversity of thought is valued and where you feel free to express yourself without fear of judgment or rejection. Number 8, self boundaries. Set some boundaries. You definitely have to set boundaries. Establish personal boundaries and assertively communication. And you want to communicate these with others. You want to make sure people know your boundaries so they don't cross them. And even if they do cross them, you want to make sure you be clear about your boundaries, your preference, and your limits. Don't be afraid to let a person know that they're crossing the line with you. So be very assertive about someone crossing your boundaries, because they will be doing that, and you will have to be assertive about it. Let them know, hey, you doing too much, okay? And then they'll respect you, knowing that they can't get over on you. Number 9, lead by example. Lead by example and demonstrate authenticity, integrity, and courage in your actions. By staying true to yourself and refusing to compromise your values, you will inspire others to do the same. Number 10, embrace non-conformity. Embrace non-conformity as a source of creativity, innovation, and positive change. Recognize that challenging the status quo can lead to new ideas, perspective, and solution that benefit both you and society as a whole. By incorporating these strategies into your life, you will learn to resist conformity and cultivate a sense of authenticity, autonomy, and freedom of thought. So that is today's assignment, is for you to think about what happened with you that made you feel that you should be doing what everybody else is doing, and why you shouldn't stand out from the rest. To be a great leader, you have to stand out from everybody else. Leaders are to be followed, while followers are to follow a leader. Okay, so which one you gonna be? The followers do everything that everyone else is doing, and the leader pave their own way, and they also pave way for others to follow behind. So today, get your mind open up, and let's get to work. So tomorrow's day 2.